right, we are back ripping off ABC Family with our 31 days, not 25. We have more days in ABC Family of interviews, and we are here with Pinky, who is arguably best known for the Santino School, no doubt about that. But what we try to do all month is get the SoCal guys exposure and get them to say, you know, where they came from. Were they a fan when they started wrestling? You know, how did Pinky discover professional wrestling?
Well, my older brothers always watched wrestling. They were big wrestling fans. The day I decided I wanted to be a professional wrestler was actually when I was up there in the nosebleeds for WrestleMania 12.
To be there, you suck.
WrestleMania 12, Brett and Sean. You know, I actually left that night disappointed because I was a Brett fan. So you know, my brothers were making fun of me, but you know, I shed a few tears.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you were how old at the time?
I was pretty young at this. Well, I'm 21 now. I don't know how exactly.
21 freaking babies were interviewed on
this
show.
Right?
Seriously,
Jesus Christ!
You watch younger than me for
years
crying out loud. God. Yeah, I was supposed to be there. The tickets, I forget where it fell through. I found out later the tickets my dad had got, or were supposed to get through his office, were right where Sean landed. Awesome thing. I was like, fuck.
You're about 6 years old, probably.
Yeah, probably around there. Yeah.
6 years old, and then I actually ended up going in 2000. I was at nosebleeds up in the 400s, like, oh, there we go, there.
Yeah, I was like 3 rows right next to the wall.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And in the nosebleeds, but you know, ever since then,
and you know what? The pond doesn't look that big. It's a big pond.
Yeah,
especially in wrestling.
And honestly, I went there recently for a Ducks game, and it was kind of a trip to be back at the place where I decided that I wanted to be a professional wrestler.
Yep.
So,
well, what avenue did you take? Obviously, I know you trained with Santino's. Was there any training prior to going to Santino's, or?
Actually, the way I was able to get trained started with Johnny Nightmare and the company Hybrid Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay, that's what the Bucks and everything, right? No,
yeah, where Matt was the champion like forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was actually friend with Rico Dynamite.
Okay.
And Johnny Nightmare. So I would work security guard for those shows, and then eventually it got to the point where Rico was like, how about we start training a little bit? Him and Faye Fury, when at that time they were teaming together called the Dynamite Fury.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
way back when.
So before Santino Brothers came around, it was actually the Dynamite Fury training school.
Oh, okay.
So I was being trained by them because once again I had always wanted to be a wrestler, and I was always just following those guys around. So they started training me, and then honestly, when they told me Chaos was coming in, I didn't want to show up that day. I was scared out of my mind because Rico would tell me these stories of them training them in XPW.
Oh, jeez.
And
yeah, because even back then they were still training. There wasn't like an official school or whatnot, but there was training with XPW before that place went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Santino Brothers came in, and you know, it was probably the best thing for me, honestly, because you know, there I learned that you can take a punch in the face and you know, don't get angry about it. Keep the match looking good, but you know, give him a little something back.
Yeah,
and everything's okay.
That's right.
How did you end up coming up with the emo behemoth type of character?
Honestly,
there haven't been too many like emo gimmicks in wrestling.
Yeah. My gimmick is kind of rare, and it just came out of the air more because when Evolution was around, Santino Brothers put together Evolution.
Up in Newhall.
Yeah, up in Newhall, and when that happened, I'm not sure if they just weren't sure what to do with me or they knew this other guy needed help. But Joke, there's this guy named Joke, and Thunder Kitty at the time they were using her as Mistress May. they didn't know what to do with them, or maybe if they couldn't do it alone or whatever. So they decided to put me with them to have us form the Nobodies.
Oh, okay.
So the Nobodies was a tag team between me and Joke. But the thing with
J-O-K, no we.
Yeah. The thing with Joke was that he had the psychotic gimmick to him, so I couldn't exactly be normal teaming up with the crazy clown.
No.
So the name was already there. Pinky, I'd been called that since I was little. I don't even know where it came from, honestly.
Oh wow.
But we just turned it into this monster that Daddy never loved because he liked to wear pink. So you know, how would you feel? You'd be pretty emo.
Yeah, I would imagine so. What's been, we were there for Pinky's Playhouse for Battleground. Was that your big highlight so far, or something top that since you started really getting far along in wrestling?
You know, I don't think anything has topped that. Just mainly for the fact of how many people get a show named after them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this was me feeling like The Rock when the pay-per-view Rock Bottom came out.
Right. Yeah.
So it was my day to, you know, actually be able to get out there and show the people that, you know, different sides of me, because when I come out, normally I'm just big and scary.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, I got a few people laughing at some of the stuff I was saying during the show.
Definitely. Well, the whole Food Dog angle made that night. It was, and he totally pulled it off. Cause Jay wasn't confused, I don't think, but I saw Food Dog in the helmet the first half. I never saw the switch, and Jay's like, "I'll bet you $100 it sold your Food Dog." No way, he's standing right there. They got me. You guys got me. I'll totally admit that. You guys got me. I was half expecting before you came out to have like the Pee-wee's Playhouse theme like remixed for Pinky. Then you came out to Marilyn Manson. This is Halloween. I was like, that's perfect right there for him. Oh my God. Because we're all, well, not all of us, but
you missed it. Freaking his ex was like kicking herself in the ass because she loves Nightmare Before Christmas. When we told her, got home that night, that you had used that, she's like, son of a bitch.
She was so upset. It's like, you chose not to come. You hit the boy. Sorry. Well, we pretty much deduced that Pinky's Playhouse is not going to be a place for a 3-year-old.
Pinky, what's up?
Tito.
Freaking
Tito Escondido from the Santinos. Everybody.
Go ahead, Mikey. You seem like you got a question.
What's your schedule like? I mean, do you ever get any time to yourself?
I like during the no, I don't.
Damn. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, believe it or not, you know, this is a little insight into, you know, take away from Pinky, this is a little insight into Pinky Godinez, but I'm actually a bank teller during the week.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's okay.
That's
you know,
a 9 to 5. I don't think anyone would have pictured for Pinky.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Yeah, I've actually been told that I remind people of you know, the guy from The Incredibles sitting at in the little cubicle,
Bob,
all
yeah.
huge. But it's funny because anyone that I tell from work, they all tell me, oh, I'd never picture you being a mean wrestler.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Well, we've known you as Pinky. We never knew Chris before today. Obviously, we just know in real life. But it's definitely hard to see you in a suit and tie and the whole bank teller gimmick.
Wow.
Interesting.
So, yeah, between that and then trying to keep this up as much as possible.
So you're booked here and at Santino's, obviously, and the Santino's extensions, if you'll Battleground, all that.
And LCW.
LCW, right? Where else can we see Pinky outside that universe, or?
Well, hopefully soon. I'm gonna be doing a charity show for EWF.
Okay.
So hopefully there's some opportunities there, and you know, it's actually next Friday.
Okay, we'll make sure we put that up before next Friday then, because next Saturday is the
So the 9th.
The 9th.
Yeah, December 9th.
December 9th.
So go to Pinky's Facebook. I'm sure it's on there.
Yeah.
Do you have Twitter?
Like crazy.
I don't have Twitter. I should
Good
be.
boy.
I should
Good
be.
boy. Twitter's evil.
Yeah, Twitter gets too
honestly, I should be jumping on that because, you know, there's so many guys on it, and just for networking.
There's enough people on there that shouldn't be on there. So you know, Twitter's an evil habitat.
And
Tell
who
us a
shouldn't?
little bit about your role here at NWA Hollywood with the Disorder right now. Where do you see that going, or where you'd like to see it go if you were the one booking the angle?
Without giving away what's going to happen tonight, because it's going to be up after the night. So
the role with the Disorder right now is mostly I came in thinking that I was going to follow around Cass, and I had no problem with that.
Yeah.
And it turned into this whole different thing where I'm not even sure what they want to do with us at the moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's something big. Maybe they'll break us up. Maybe you know.
No, because we had GQ Money on the show earlier in the week, and he was talking about you never know what's going to happen when you walk through the doors of NWA.
Yeah, it's you never know if you're going to be needed. If they're going to have you wrestle. That's why, you know, I always have to bring one of these along with my gear, because that's the
Our gimmick is black, and I was about to say we're a good couple hours from even bell time. He's already pinked out, ready to go, man. He's ready to go. As all wrestlers should be. Wrestling, be on call all the time. Be on time, people. Time is of the essence in wrestling. I've learned that over the last 10 years.
Would you rather be heel or would you rather be face?
I actually started off as a face, mostly because it was for MWF, a lucha company in East LA. They actually, I showed up thinking that I was going to be a heel, and they're like, well, we have a tag match and there's no face. We need you to be a face. So, you know, I could work face, but...
You do the dojo shows.
Yes,
yeah.
I work face there, but I think I'm more versatile when I'm working heel, because after a while, because once again at MWF it was every week, and after a while it was like, okay, you're gonna be working the leg. It just gets repetitive and kind of boring. When you're a heel, you could do so much more stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely branch out and be, delve into the true psychoses of an emo behemoth.
Yeah.
I think that's
we did pretty good there. That was pretty good. Thank you for everything. NWHollywood.com, SantinoBros.net.
yes.
And look for Pinky on Facebook, Pinky Godinez. See you guys next time.